I got goals. People be screaming, I got goals, I'm out getting to it. You know what I'm saying? That shit right there has become the new cliche. To the point where as people has taken it for granted what it means to really be out here pursuing goals, man. Pursuing visions. I don't like to call it pursuing your dreams, man. Because if you dreaming, you sleeping. I like to call it pursuing visions, man. I see visions. I don't have dreams. So, man, when you see me out here chasing something, I'm chasing visions, man. I'm chasing visions. I done seen it. That's why my drive never stopped on what I'm doing. Because I know where I'm supposed to be in life. I see where I'm supposed to be in life, and I take it serious. A lot of people don't take it serious, man. It ain't daily to some people. Some people don't take this shit serious, man. Some people just like to say they got goals because it's cliche. It sounds good to say, oh, I got plans. I got this. It sounds good. It's become as cliche as hearing people say real nigga shit. Oh, I'm on real time. Oh, real bitch shit. Real nigga shit. Everything becomes a new cliche. It's become a fad for people to say they got goals. But let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something, sis. When you out here and you got real motherfucking goals, man. When you got real motherfucking goals, man, and you out here chasing extraordinary motherfucking visions to be one of the elite, to be one of the people that's rich, wealthy, well off, financially stable, man. When you're trying to get yourself in a position where you don't have to worry about nothing in life. Whenever you're trying to put yourself in a position where your family don't have to worry about nothing in life. You understand what I'm saying? When you're one of those people, you're thinking extraordinary. That means you're going to move extraordinary. The way you think is extraordinary, dog. You understand what I'm saying? It's no time off for a person that's out here chasing real goals, dog. There's no time off. And the only people that don't understand that shit right there is people that's not extraordinary. If you're not extraordinary, dog, and you're not out here chasing real goals, then you have no idea what the fuck it means to chase real goals. You cannot relate to individuals' actions that's out here chasing real goals because you don't think like a person that's chasing real goals. You know what I'm saying? This shit's becoming cliche, man. Let's stop it. Let's stop the bullshit, man. Let's separate the motherfucking weak from the strong, man. You feel me? Let's sift the motherfucking wheat. Let's sift it. When you out here chasing goals, there's some shit you can't do no more. There's some things you gotta let go. You feel me? There's some people you gotta let go when you chasing dreams. I mean, when you chasing goals, when you chasing visions. You know? When you're out here headstrong, your head down, and you out here chasing something, and you after something in life, and you after something out here in this life, man, you don't stop. You don't stop. And my lips chapped like a motherfucker. Look at my damn lips right, man. Shit. Lips too motherfucking big to be chapped. People watching me, dog. Let me get this shit together, man. But I just feel like I had to speak on this right here, man, because a lot of people got it fucked up. You got it fucked up. You don't understand. You got people that don't understand the difference in a job and a career. You got people that don't understand the difference in a plan and a goal. You understand what I'm saying? This is just what the fuck it is, man. It's not nothing. You can't fight against it. It's nothing that you can change. It's been this way since the beginning of time. There are certain things that people do. There are certain drives that people have when they're really out here chasing goals. When they're really out here pursuing visions, man. When you're really out here pursuing, there's certain shit that you done cut off. There's certain shit that you don't do. And when you have to cut it off, you don't cut it off with a negative aspect in your heart. You cut it off with all positivity in your heart because you understand that this is what you got to do in order for you to get to where you're trying to go. You understand what I'm saying? So if you can't cease doing something in order for you to chase your goal, if you can't cease it without feeling like it's a big deal for you to cease it, then guess what? You are not an extraordinary goal chaser. You're not one of the elite. It is not meant for you to live on a higher plateau. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's some people that's born to live here in life. There's some people that's born to live here in life. There's some people that want to live normal, and there's some people that's born to live extraordinary. And when you see the rich people that's on TV doing things like that, and you hear people and you see what they're doing, those people are extraordinary people. They had to do extraordinary things to get there. They had to brush shoulders with extraordinary individuals, do some things that normal people wouldn't do to get there. So therefore, all extraordinary individuals that's not to that platform yet, like myself, because I speak it and I claim it because I move on it. I know I'm going to be. I know I'm going to be one of those extraordinary people. And I'm not just telling you this for the fact of me just speaking it, because you get some people that just say, I'm going to speak it and speak it into existence. No, you stupid motherfuckers can't speak nothing into existence unless you walk on it. I don't give a fuck how much you speak on something. If you're not walking on it, God damn it, it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. You just speaking on something to sound good. You can say you're going to be a doctor one day, but if your ass ain't going to college to study to be a doctor, guess what? Your ass will not be a doctor. You can say you're going to be a lawyer, but goddamn it, if you don't go out there and open that book to make it work into existence, your ass won't be a lawyer. You just speaking and talking hot air. You understand what I'm saying? Enough is enough. Where are the real gold chasers at? Who's really out here chasing the gold? Or are you out here just saying shit to make it look good? You understand what I'm saying? When you out here chasing goals, you chase goals non-stop. The majority of your day. You ever hear rich people say that they ain't got time? You understand what I'm saying? They don't have time. A lot of rich people work. A lot of rich people relationships don't work. You know what I'm saying? When you watch them, when you watch your biggest celebrities, you know, these tycoons and people that speak on having wealth, you know, and trying to maintain relationships, trying to maintain family situations, trying to spend time with kids. Most time their time is precious. They don't have a lot of time. They don't have a lot of time because they say if you meet a person that got a lot of time, he's broke. You know what I'm saying? And if you meet a person that got a lot of money, he don't got a lot of time. Why? Because he's using his time wisely. What is he doing with his time? What is she doing with her time? She's studying. She's working. She got her head down. She's chasing goals, dog. She's chasing. She's not letting nothing be an excuse as to why she got to stop. She's going to chase it, whether it's slow, fast, or mediocre. She's going to get it. Nothing's going to stop her. You feel me? You are not a goal chaser if you out here chasing your goals half-ass. You are not a goal chaser. You are not a vision chaser. You understand what I'm saying? You're not. There's certain things that people that chase goals do. When you a goal chaser, you cut off people. You're going to have to cut off people. And you don't have no problem doing it. You got to stop partying. You don't have no problem doing it. You're not going to be able to hang out with your friends and get drunk all the time. And you're going to do it, and you're not going to mind doing it because you understand that these are the things you got to do to try to get to where the fuck you're going. Because if you don't, you're going to be moving at a slow pace. Goal chasers. Goal chasers. They see visions all day long. They create ways all day long to think about what they want to do. Not only are they thinking about it, they're researching on how to possibly make it happen. Goal chasers, they chase one goal, always end up stumbling upon other things that they didn't know they was going to do, and they start doing it. They run across more goals, more opportunities because they're chasing a goal. They're chasing a goal 100%, or at least 80% they're chasing it. So therefore, they're going to always run into something else. They're going to run into something else all the time. Because positivity breeds positivity, dog. Yeah, that's what it does. You feel me? So when you chasing goals, you ain't got a lot of time to be picking up your phone gossiping with your homie. You ain't got a lot of time to be gossiping about who fucking who. You ain't got a lot of time to be out here cheating with somebody bitch or cheating with somebody man. You ain't got a lot of time to be out here doing random dates. You ain't got a lot of time to be chasing behind nobody. You ain't got a lot of time to be motherfucking out here partying in the club. You ain't got a lot of time to be hanging in liquor houses. You ain't got a lot of time to just be kicking the bobo with a person. Because you know what? The key word on what I just said, a lot of time. T-I-M-E. Time is precious, dog. Time is something we can't get back. Every minute. A goal chaser, while you're somewhere drinking and getting high, a goal chaser is somewhere studying something online. A goal chaser is somewhere talking to somebody that's where they want to be about how they can get to where he's at or she's at. That's what they're trying to do. They're maximizing their time all the time. They don't have time to play games with you. They don't have time to play this game with you. So therefore, if you're not in the same like mind as a goal chaser, then everything they do is going to seem weird to you. Everything's going to seem suspicious to you. Everything's going to seem wild to you. Why? You know why? Because you can't relate. You don't live on that same plateau. You don't live on the plateau of a goal chaser, of a person that sees visions. You live on a person plateau that makes excuses of why they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with a goal chaser and a person that knows visions and sees visions, and they see where they're going just as plain as they see the nose on their face when they look in the mirror, those people have a certain type of drive that cannot be denied. And a lot of you don't have it, but you're constantly online telling people you got goals. You understand what I'm saying? You people want to be a rapper. You people want to be singers. You won't study paperwork. You won't study the business. You won't go do a show. You won't speak to people. You won't network with people that's doing more than you. You want to be a doctor, but you don't research doctor shit. You up on YouTube watching everything that ain't got nothing to do with you being a doctor. All you do. You on YouTube watching everything that ain't got nothing to do with you being a doctor. You know? Google's your friend, baby. You got Google out. You can Google everything you want to do. You can Google all the mishaps, all the medical mishaps. You can Google famous doctors, famous surgeons, anything that got to do with being a doctor. A person that's a real goal and vision chaser is going to research. They want to know anything that got something to do in the realm of what it is they're trying to be. You understand what I'm saying? They spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours a day researching this thing, man. You got to get in your mind, man. Are you a goal chaser? Are you a goal chaser? Are you a cliche goal maker? Because a lot of you motherfuckers are goal makers. And you're trying to make people think that you're goal chasers. You don't get a pat on the back for accomplishing steps in your goal. You don't get a pat on your back for that. It's what you're supposed to do. So therefore, if you're chasing your goals late and you're chasing them slow and you're taking miniature steps and stuff, I don't knock nobody that's doing that. But be taking those miniature steps in order for you to get inside full throttle. You don't go out there and practice in order to keep practicing. There's really no excuse for you, man. There's no excuse. Either you really out here chasing goals, man, or you really out here pursuing visions, or you playing games, man. You people out here been doing the same stumbles 2 and 3 to 10 years doing the same bullshit, man. Only kids allowed to make the same mistakes over and over and over, man. It's either you out here chasing goals or you ain't. It's either you out here doing what you're supposed to do or you ain't. That's just what it is. You can't knock nobody that just started trying to pursue goals, man. When people just started, you got to commend them and pat them on the back because at least they're making the effort to start trying to chase goals and you know, man, and get to something. At least you know the jewel and the light is in their mind to let them know that they got to start chasing something in life, man. You feel me? But for all those people that's out there that, you know, that's clout chasing this, chasing goals and this clout chasing this vision talk, this little cliche thing you're doing in order to get some accolades and some cool points, you know, that shit is bullshit. Stop playing games. What's the point of practicing if you ain't trying to be perfect at what you're doing? Why you think teams win championships off practicing? Basketball players have to go to practice. They have to go to practice. They're not out there practicing 2 to 3 years, dog. They're not there practicing 3 years for one game. They're not doing that. Ultimately, it is because, you know, if they stay signed to a contract for, you know, a certain amount of time, you know, everything they learn over the time will help them be they can input it into what they're doing with other teams. But let's be real with it. Football teams practice to get perfect. They practice to know what they're doing. They practice to get better at what they're doing, because eventually you want to do what? Play football. You eventually want to do what? Score touchdowns. You want to score baskets. You want to hit home runs. You want to kick the soccer ball in the goal. The same terminology is in soccer. What's that? The goal. The football. You kick a what? Field goal. That's the goal, to get it through the mark. So what you do, you go practice. You practice in order to kick that ball through the goal. You practice in order to kick the ball through the goal, because the goal is the objective. So they practice and they practice. They miss a lot of shots. They miss a lot of goals. Sometimes they kick it on the side of the goal. Sometimes they kick it over the goal. Sometimes it goes under the goal. But they keep practicing and practicing and practicing and keeping their head down. And they do 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 all day long. When they wake up, they practice. When they wake up, they practice. On their spare time, what? They're reading about football. They're reading about players of the game. They're watching people that play the position they play in order to what? Learn the goal. Learn the goal. Learn the goal in order to do what? Maximize and get the goal. You feel what I'm saying? You want to capitalize on the goal. That is the goal. A person that wants to play football does not practice once a week. They don't go practice once a week. You won't see him starting if he do. He doesn't practice once a week. He never hit home runs back to back to back to back if he go to practice once a week. You understand what I'm saying? He can never be the best without practice. So the same things go for your goals. You cannot be what you're trying to be if you don't got your head down practicing and studying what you're trying to do every day. You can't afford to not be out here chasing your goals. You can't afford to let no time fly by. You understand what I'm saying? If you got kids, then you don't have time for nothing but your kids, your job, and your goals. You have to stop thinking that you're missing something. If you feel like you're missing something by chasing your goals, then you should bow out and learn to be a normal individual with normal expectations and normal aspirations in life. Some people don't want to admit that they're just normal people with normal aspirations and normal expectations out of life. And there's nothing wrong with that as long as you can accept the fact that you're normal. But stop getting in the way of extraordinary people. Stop getting in the way. You are in the way. You shouldn't speak on. You shouldn't speak on somebody that's more elevated than you. You shouldn't speak on somebody that's made more feats in the game than you. You're not allowed to speak on anybody that's doing better than what you're doing and what it is you're trying to do. Unless you're speaking to find out general advice, general motivation, so you can learn how to get to your mark. Because you objectively want to be more than what their mark is. You want to be bigger than them, dog. So you really gotta stop using this cliche, man. Where the real goal chaser? Where's the real vision chasers, dog? Where are the people that see visions? I'm not talking to you dreamers, man. I'm not talking to you guys, man. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about people that's out here really doing it. If you're gonna chase a goal, man, you gotta realize that there's something. You gotta realize that there's something that you just can't do, dog. There's things that you gotta cut off. If you're not willing to cut them off, that doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you a bad person. You like to hang out, you like to party, you like the club. It doesn't make you a bad person. You know, it just means that your priorities, you're putting more of your time into what you prioritize in. Because you are what you are. You are what you do. You are what you speak. You are how you move. You can tell people you got goals all day long. You can tell people you out chasing these goals. You can tell people you out here on your grind. You can do that. But people can see what you're doing. People see what you're doing. People see what most of your time go at. You understand? So, in order to stop yourself from being humiliated and stop self-humiliating yourself, you should just put more of your time into what it is that you prioritize in. And if goals is not one of them, then you don't have to sit around and tell people that you're a goal chaser. You don't have to get on Facebook and Instagram and Snap and try to lead people to the illusion that You're just out here chasing your goals and your head down. Because after a while, a person can see what you're doing. People can see that you're not making steps. You understand what I'm saying? Because the law of nature says anything you work hard at, anything that you put time in, you're going to see some results. Even if it's not the greatest of results, you're going to see results. And people can look and estimate and calculate your results times the output that you've been screaming, that you've been goal chasing with your head down, and see that you've been bullshitting. So let's keep it real. It's either you a goal chaser, it's either you see visions, or you just a cliche clout chasing ass motherfucker that ain't doing nothing but trying to get patted on your back because you finally came to knowledge, finally came to the conclusion that you want to try to do something that you're not even trying to do. I'm out. The Jueler.